What's up, everybody? It's your boy Carswani, and you're watching More Than a Blog. My mood today is feeling pretty warm. The song of the day is What's the Business by Bottom of the Mat. My food is, I have these breakfast egg rolls things that I made. So, we're gonna go right into the topic. As usual, today's topic is the complications of Vava. Vava is vagina, you know, stuff like that, badge. I don't want girls to be offended by this. I have nothing but love and respect for women everywhere, except the It just seems to me like I learn something different about Vava every week. I want to know when it's going to stop. I mean, I thought I was going to learn everything in the health class, but I did not learn everything in health class. We're going to go into this. Me being a guy, you know, because I don't have a vagina. Well, guys are so lucky. All we do is piss and that's pretty much it. That's all we have to worry about with our sex organ. I mean, unless you're not circumcised, then you have to clean up your schmegma. And for those of you who don't know, schmegma is the white cheesy-like substance that forms under the fold of the uncircumcised head. I guess it's pretty nasty. I don't know. I'm cut, so I don't have to worry about that madness. Hallelujah! Okay, last week I learned that things can get stuck up there. I didn't know that. Like tampons. I was listening to the radio and some girl was on Wendy Williams and she was talking about how she had to have her husband take her tampon out of her. I was like next to my mom. I was like, those things get stuck up there? I didn't know. I don't have to worry about putting tampons on. Let's get into why it's so complicated. And I had to do my research. You know, I don't know nothing. If I forget something or if I'm wrong about something, don't hold it against me. I'm a dude. Okay. You have your labia minora or minor or whatever. Labia majora. And the minora is the inner lips and the majora is the outer lips. And they like function together like an elevator. Then you have the clitoris, or better known as the That's basically for sexual pleasure. And it has erectile tissue like a penis, except the difference is that it's all functions into a little smaller little package, which is probably why girls have multiple orgasms. And to me, I think that's the only thing better about having a vag than a is that you have the multiple orgasms, ladies, and we guys, we don't. I didn't know that the vagina is like a self-cleaning thing. Because, you know, a lot of guys would complain about, you know, it smells like fish and stuff like that. And, hold on, because talking about fish just made me hungry. The Vava is like acidic, naturally. It cleans itself up. What I didn't know is that douching isn't necessary. And if a girl does douche or likes to douche, it should not have a scent to it. The sites that I looked at said that if you're douching, if it has a scent to it, you know, your should not smell like flowers. It's not supposed to smell good, but it's not supposed to smell bad. So what neutral smell? I don't understand. The hymen, otherwise known as the cherry. The hymen is a layer of tissue around the opening of the vag. And it's partially connected to the vaginal orifice, or the vaginal office. I just like saying office. Some girls say that they never had the cherry pop. Some females don't have hymens, or sometimes you can have the hymen for a long time before it tears because the guy that you're with doesn't have a big enough dick. Like me, I'm well endowed. But usually the remnants of the hymen, they stay until after the first baby's born, which is kind of creepy. The last thing that always boggles my mind about is yeast infections. When I was a little boy, I used to think that yeast infections meant that like there was like toast popping out the I mean, I didn't really think that, but I mean, what else is an 11-year-old boy supposed to think? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking yeast infection meant that your bread don't went and spoiled, you know? Yeast infection is when the internal environment is out of balance from stress or fatigue, and the yeast can overgrow. The symptoms include things such as thick white odorless discharge. It doesn't smell like bread or anything like that. Vaginal itching and burning, pain or discomfort while you're peeing. You know what? Yeast infection sounds like an STD. It sounds like you got burnt. I'm just really glad that I'm a dude. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to take care of it. All I do, I get up, I go in the bathroom, I wash my scrub my and I go on about my day. Very comforting to know that I don't have to worry about periods and menstruation cycles and menopause and having babies. You girls have a lot on your plate, and I commend you for that. Because I just think that I would be one of those really foul girls that just did not take care of themselves. I'd be like, you know, I'd be on strike if I had a for real. My number one mind-boggling experience with the I had this girlfriend, and we had this summer camp together. We found ourselves in the stairwell one day, and we were alone, and we were making out and kissing and stuff like that. And this is when we had just first started dating, so we were only dating for like a few days. So after our class was over, because it was like some computer camp that my dad was the teacher at. Took her into the stairwell, was having my way with her, and she was having her way with me. And she ripped out my thing. And there was no oral at that point. I mean, we had just started going out and we were younger, so you know. But of course I wanted to her, because at that point I had never a girl before. And I know that a lot of guys, they use these two fingers like that. But if you see, there's a significant difference of length between the index and the middle finger. So I chose to use these two fingers because, you know, they're more on the same plane, and plus they're both really long. You know, I just have long things. So I was with her, but when I put it in there for the first time, there was this like stuff moving in there, and I was just like, I mean, come on, it was my first time doing it, so I was just really like standing beside myself, like, because we weren't sitting, and you know, I felt the pulse. I was like, damn, well, you alright? I don't know if that was a pulse or anything, or I didn't know if I was doing something wrong, or if I was putting my fingers up too far, because I was getting it in, right? That was like really exciting and weird and crazy and funny and wow all at the same time. And then, you know, it was very short-lived, sadly, because someone was coming downstairs. But yeah, so I guess the way I want to end this vlog is I just want to know, girls, if there's anything I've missed or if anything that I f***ed up, given the wrong information or something, let me know. And I hope I didn't offend anyone, but I mean, you take it how you wanna, and I'll try to vlog more often for you guys, okay? Peace.